Jacksonville and Everbank Stadium, WWE 2K25 Survivor Series. As ladies and gentlemen, we are live for WWE Survivor Series, starting off with the 3-on-3 Elimination Tornado Tag Match, as making her way down the aisle, Nikki Cross of the White Six makes her way down the aisle, teaming up with Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley to take on Damage Control here tonight. As we are sold out in Everbank Stadium, over 45,000 fans in attendance here tonight for Survivor Series. As we saw how this all began when Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley all had to go face to face with all three members of Damage Control over the last 3 episodes on Raw. And now tonight, it's time for all to battle.
And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
As Alexa Bliss makes her way towards the ring, teaming up with Nikki Cross in this affair. Alexa Bliss was the first one to get attacked by Damage Control on Raw 3 episodes ago. And it was Alexa Bliss that saved and assisted the Women's U.S. Champion Rhea Ripley after her matchup with the likes of Alba Fire. Oh my God! What an ovation for the Women's United States Champion, the Eradicator, as Rhea Ripley makes her way towards the ring. My God! Here comes Ripley.
From Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's United States Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley decided to join forces with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, especially over the last few weeks when Io Sky was able to make a statement, dropping Rhea Ripley with her U.S. Championship on Raw this past week, after Rhea Ripley defended the Women's U.S. title against Raquel Rodriguez in their first title defense after winning the U.S. title at No Mercy. And now tonight, Rhea Ripley is ready to do battle. We have all 3 members of Team Alexa on one side, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, and that woman right there, the Eradicator, mommy herself, the Women's United States Champion, Rhea Ripley. And now we have to do is wait for the other side. Here we go. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, 3-on-3, tornado style. All 6 competitors will be in the ring. No tags needed. No disqualifications. No countouts.
Kyrie Sane and Io Sky, Damage Control.
3 out of the 4 members of Damage Control making their way down the aisle to do battle here tonight. Asuka, Kyrie Sane to your left, Io Sky to your right. Damage Control have not been shy in showcasing their dominance in the women's division, especially after Bayley has been reigning as the Women's World Champion for over a year now, coming up to 2 years almost as the Women's World Champion. One single reign, never lost the title. Well, Asuka and Io Sky was the tag team champions at one point, but here we go. Not to mention Kairi Sane was the Women's US champion at one point as well. As this match begins, right off the gate, again, all competitors are in the ring, no tags are needed. As Kairi Sane trying to take care of Nikki Cross, Asuka with Ripley and Io, and Alexa. Io Sky setting up Kairi for a bulldog out of the corner. Asuka drop kick, landing onto both Cross and Ripley. Remember, elimination stipulation will occur, but it has to happen inside the ring. But there we go, no disqualifications by Nikki Cross with that traffic cone. Look at Asuka in the ring. Deadlift German suplex. As Alexa Bliss with a steel chair ringside, Ripley's busted open. All hell is broken loose early on in Survivor Series. This is truly about survival tonight. The table got set up at ringside by Io Sky, going after Alexa Bliss at ringside. Oh, nice by Kairi Sane intercepting Rhea Ripley, trying to attempt to strike at Asuka, but no avail. As wait, over the top goes Cross, and a takedown by Kairi. Is that enough? Hook of the leg? No. So much going on, so many bodies all over the ring and ringside. Double leg takedown by Io, thinking double foot stomp, but no. And Ripley clobbered her with a right and sends her to the steps. Nikki Cross and Asuka. Oh, Kairi Sane, I think that was a springboard moonsault. Not able to get the pinfall, but Ripley with a drop kick. My God. Nikki Cross at ringside. Oh! Nikki Cross with the Samoan driver. Io Sky with a flapjack. Going for a pin here, but couldn't get it. Referee couldn't get in position in time as Kairi Sane with the elbows on the Alexa Bliss. Nikki Cross. Bad intentions. No, Io counters. And Kairi Sane with a miss to Alexa Bliss's face. Blinding Alexa. But look at Io Sky with the tarantula in the ring on the Nikki Cross. Asuka with the traffic cone, but look at Kairi knocking Alexa down. Io Sky thinking drop kick, Nikki able to sidestep. Inverted DDT by Nikki, I believe onto the traffic cone there. Onto Io Sky. Asuka able to counter. Oh! Shining Wizard barely phased. Rhea Ripley going for a pin here. Can she get it? No. Io Sky back in the ring. Asuka on top of. Oh no. Oh my God. Overshot on that drop kick. Overshot on that drop kick. Allowing Alexa Bliss to take advantage. My God. The traffic cone by Io Sky to the abdomen of the Women's US Champion. Oh, spear by Kairi to Alexa at ringside. Bodies are everywhere. I'm trying to keep up. Asuka in the ring. Thinking. Oh my God! Io Sky got battered with a light tube. Kairi Sane in the ring. Nikki Cross got her in the sights. Io in the ring now. Thought about flying, but realized Alexa was too far. Asuka and Rhea Ripley at ringside. Io, scoop. No, nice counter by Cross. And Nikki Cross just beating down, trying to wear down Kairi. They're going to look some DDT under the table. The corner at the table. Alexa Bliss, they're gonna, try to eliminate. But Io Sky got involved there. Able to make the save, preventing Kairi Sane from getting eliminated. Asuka and Rhea Ripley are ringside. Nikki Cross. Planks the fisherman neckbreaker. Is that enough for a win here? And Kairi and Asuka both making the save, but Nikki Cross body takedown to Kairi Sane, but Asuka trying to take her out, but no! Able to avoid the drop kick. Springboard drop kick by Asuka there. Ripley swung her from behind. Couldn't get the pin. Nikki Cross, fireman's carry of the Samoan driver. And Asuka receives a power bomb by Ripley. Alexa goes for the cover. She was dazed moments ago. Kairi Sane's eliminated. We're down to 2 for Damage Control. Damage Control's at a disadvantage. Kairi Sane has hit the showers. She's gone, eliminated. Io Sky, could she be down for the count? No. Rhea Ripley beating up Io Sky in the ring. Nikki Cross wearing down Asuka outside the ring. Alexa just viewing and surveying the area. Ripley! Suplex through the table. Io Sky is down and out and out. Nikki Cross going to take advantage. But look at Io able to fight back. Hurricane Rana. And Ripley whips the chair to the skull of Asuka. Oh my God. Damage Control's in a bad spot. And some might say rightfully so. A combination attack, and again with the light tube by Nikki Cross. Io Sky knocked down, able to kick out of 2. A light tube by Nikki Cross 2 times in this match. And now Io Sky face first onto the table piece. Landed under the piece of the table to the Io Sky. And now Alexa Bliss with the double knees. And now it's Ripley. Series of strikes. Oh God! Pile driver! I believe she caught the chair. And now, Asuka's trying her best to survive with a 2-on-1 situation against Nikki Cross and Alexa ringside. Cross got countered. Ripley able to... Oh wait! Bliss! After the enziguri by Ripley, Alexa takes advantage. Io's eliminated. Sister Abigail puts away Io Sky. And a riptide onto the piece of the table. And Asuka survives that too. You gotta be kidding me. And wait, Asuka trying to fight. But this is a 3-on-1 muggy here. Nikki Cross. Fireman's carry. Alexa with the stop sign for good measure. Team Alexa wins. Wow.
Here are your winners. The team of Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, and Rhea.
Who would have thought 3 superstars coming together to take on a common enemy like Damage Control here at Survivor Series? A clean sweep. Wow. As Survivor Series rolls on, ladies and gentlemen, as you see there earlier tonight, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, who will take on the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, who also is here. Both men will collide one-on-one. But let's take it back to Raw this past week, where Drew McIntyre was able to interrupt the celebration of Sami Zayn retaining the World Heavyweight Championship against Obafemi. McIntyre wanted to drop Sami Zayn on the shades of what happened at No Mercy when Sami cashed in Money in the Bank and won the world title. But Sami Zayn was able to counter and was able to show McIntyre that it's Sami Zayn's time as the world champion. Able to drop McIntyre with the haluva kick, sending a message to everyone that Sami Zayn is now the heavyweight champion of the world, and nothing will change that as long as Sami Zayn is willing to fight. And that's what tonight is all about here at Survivor Series. Another Survivor scenario. Can Sami Zayn survive the challenge of the Scottish Warrior?
Is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Two-time World Heavyweight Champion is Drew McIntyre, searching for number 3 here tonight. McIntyre has had a hell of a run here in 2K25. At the end of 2K24, Drew McIntyre won the Royal Rumble and secured his spot for WrestleMania. Then in Philadelphia, at the season premiere, WrestleMania, Night 1, Drew McIntyre main evented against Bronson Reed and walked out as world champion. Defended the title the next night against Gunther in a rematch for Gunther for the world title. Then McIntyre went on to have a hell of a match in the Cajun Dome against Sheamus. Came out successful. Defeated Aleister Black at Bash in Berlin, but sadly came at defeat at the King of the Ring winner in Oba Femi at SummerSlam. Then McIntyre was not going to relent. Defeated Oba Femi for the World Championship at No Mercy. Then Sami cashed in, leading us to tonight. Not to mention McIntyre defeated Oba to get here. But right now, here comes the heavyweight champion of the world. No longer the underdog from the underground. Now, the champion. 45,000 all on their feet for Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was able to successfully defend the title on Raw this past week against Oba Femi. Now has his eyes on Drew McIntyre. But the question is, between these two stars, as we head towards our finale, our season finale, is the Royal Rumble. Who will be the world champion? Would it be McIntyre? Or would it be that man right there, Sami Zayn? I mentioned it once before and I'll say it again. This is Sami Zayn's first World Championship since 2K17. Never held the title since. He's won numerous other championships like the US Intercontinental and Tag Team, but never the world title until 2K25. And now tonight, that's what it's all about for these two men here in Jacksonville. As we take it to Mike Rome for the ring announcements for this upcoming match.
Introducing the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Sami Zayn.
Referee Charles Robinson will be the official for this match. That's what it's all about. Sami Zayn wants to be a fighting champion. Tonight, this is his second chance to prove it. He proved it once on Raw successfully against Ogafemi. Now tonight, he has McIntyre in his way. Able to get out the corner with the elbow, caught him with that right. Now thinking Exploder in the early going. And now Sami Zayn going count with clutch. Almost remnants to his match with Rusev at No Mercy. That submission match. But McIntyre able to turn things around quickly. Have things well in hand here. Got Sami. No, Sami turns it around. Dragon whip. And then caught him with that big right to the skull. And then inverted DDT. Almost like a variation of a scorpion death drop. And Sami's safe. Ground and pound. And they're going to try to maintain order in this match. I mean, you got to wonder, going through the mind of Zayn, of how long. Oh, wait, McIntyre! Oh. After catching Zayn with those rights, caught him with that small package, but Zayn kicked out. Got to know if Sami Zayn can live up to the pressure of being the world champion, especially in today's climate, where we have a lot of great talent vying for that championship. As McIntyre is one of them. Caught him with that kick right to the chest. Oh, Zayn able to catch him. And now, both men just delivering vicious strikes towards one another. Sami now going for a cover, lateral press, but McIntyre got up at one. Big kick to the gut by Sami. Sami looking to play on defense. Well, McIntyre just trying to catch Zayn in the right moment for... Oh! A big offensive move like that. A side Uranagi slam. And now McIntyre got him up thinking, yes! Falcon Arrow! Sami now. Oh. Nope. Able to block the rights. Sami now just again trying to pick his spots. Got McIntyre for that German suplex. And Sami drives the knee right to the side of the skull. McIntyre reeling on the apron. Sami with a right. Got McIntyre. In position for the hardest part of the ring. Oh my God! Back suplex. Landing on the apron. Sami Zayn in control. And now Sami got Drew here. No! Big knee right to the abdomen. And now McIntyre. Michinoku driver. Hooks the leg here. Is it enough? No! Both men are just playing a very calm game here. But wait, McIntyre going for a ride. Blue Thunder Bomb. Shades of No Mercy. No! Kick out of toe by McIntyre. There was the Blue Thunder Bomb that put McIntyre away. Sami Zayn, trying to take advantage after McIntyre collided with the referee, but McIntyre well aware. Had Sami Zayn scouted. And now Drew setting up Sami Zayn here. No. Sami able to counter. McIntyre scoots up Sami for the white noise. Shout out to his buddy Sheamus. McIntyre leg hook. No, shoulder for two. Sammy now looking to die. McIntyre setting him up. Is it Claymore time? No! Shades of Raw this past week. Sammy sidestepped the Claymore. Leapfrog by McIntyre. Duck under. Blocked the elbow, did Sammy. This has been a tit-for-tat matchup to say the least. Very competitive. All for the world title. Wanting to start the Premium Live Event hot with the 3-on-3 tornado elimination match with the women. And a great follow-up for the world title. Sami Zayn caught him with the Helluva Kick up the ropes. Hook of the leg. Can he? No, he couldn't get it. And that was Sammy thinking, what do I gotta do? McIntyre in the corner. Sami Zayn, no! Helluva Kick once again! Helluva Kick able to land for the second time! And McIntyre survives again! I don't know how, but some way, both men with the just not willing to die attitude. But that's what it takes with the championship up for grabs. Sammy had something in mind, but McIntyre able to block. Got him downstairs. Powerbomb position. McIntyre slammed him with authority. Oh, and Sammy able to kick out at one. A one count, and McIntyre cannot believe it. Oh! Able to take advantage of Sammy, but Drew turns that around quickly. And Sammy trying to catch McIntyre off guard, but again, Drew had him scouted. Sami Zayn's in deep, deep trouble. No, blocked. McIntyre with a block. Both men were able to block each other's maneuvers, or attempt maneuvers, if you will. Now Drew able to block the Irish whip, turn that around, getting Sammy into the corner. And now driving Sammy into the corner, shoulder first. Oh! And a double fist to the skull. And Sammy, who was right near the ropes, decided to kick out to show that he has more left in the tank, especially while defending his own world title. McIntyre thinking powerbomb once again, perhaps. Oh! Slumped him hard. Is it enough? 2 count this time, but Sammy had to dig deep to kick out of that one. And now Drew, oh! Full head of steam with that lariat. McIntyre just weakening and softening the champion more and more with these series of moves. Trying to break him down, but Sammy not gonna bunch. Landed on his feet thinking super kick. No, but McIntyre caught him. This has been a hell of a match for the world title. McIntyre back in the ring. Sammy going up. Sammy going up. McIntyre trying to knock him down, but Sammy caught him with the right fist. Is it enough? Able to drop the hammer on the Drew. Not enough to put him away. Sami Zayn, what does he have in mind here? Working on that head and neck. You notice McIntyre busted open, I believe, right around the nose. And now Sammy, he sees the open wound, looking to take advantage, attacking the head and skull. And now Sammy, oh, this is an interesting game plan from Sami Zayn. And now Sammy, Dragon Sleeper, McIntyre's in trouble. McIntyre taps! Sami Zayn retains the championship!
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, Sami Zayn!
Okay, after that, you cannot question the killer instinct of Sami Zayn, especially from cashing in Money in the Bank after a weekend champion in McIntyre to then attacking the open wound, applying the Dragon Sleeper. Sami Zayn retains the world title. Our next premium live event is the Royal Rumble, live in Chicago, Illinois, in the United Center, as the Royal Rumble will be the final premium live event in WWE 2K25 as we head towards Season 12 in WWE 2K26. Don't miss the Royal Rumble. Now, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, Brock Lesnar will meet Cody Rhodes for the second time, one-on-one on a premium live event here at Survivor Series. Tonight, we're going to show you how this all began as Brock Lesnar returned to Washington, D.C. on Raw, confronting Cody Rhodes face-to-face, dropped him with an F5. Then after, powerbombed Rhodes to the outside of the ring, and then followed it up with an F5 through the announce table. The Beast Incarnate was let loose that night, challenged Cody Rhodes to a match at Survivor Series, which led to Cody Rhodes respond with an attack of his own with a kendo stick, assaulting the Beast after his matchup against the Celtic Warrior. Rhodes letting it be known he's not afraid of the Beast. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As tonight, Brock Lesnar makes his way at Survivor Series. And it looks like Jacksonville is not Brock Lesnar country here tonight. And it looks like Brock Lesnar is walking into enemy territory.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar!
Brock Lesnar explained to the entire WWE Universe why he did exactly what he did at Monday Night Raw in DC when he attacked Cody Rhodes, explaining that he couldn't get over the fact that Cody Rhodes just went on to succeed and go on and win championships, win the Royal Rumble, beat Gunther at WrestleMania for the title, and so on and so forth. While Brock Lesnar had to live with the fact that he lost the Universal Championship at SummerSlam in 2K22 due in his mind, I guess, due to a fluke or a technicality that he had his hand underneath the bottom rope and the referee didn't see it. And now the Beast is out for blood. But how would they contain themselves in a one-on-one environment? Again, this is not a no disqualification. This is not a no count-out match. This is a regular one-on-one brunch match. But maybe this is what both men would want.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
As the WWE Universe here in Jacksonville, showing love to the American Nightmare. As we all know, Cody Rhodes has a lot of history here in Florida. Need I say more? As Cody Rhodes, a man who's done a lot in Universe mode over the last few years since he returned back in 2K22. Cody Rhodes, his journey started beating Randy Orton, then beating Brock Lesnar again by technicality, which leads us to tonight. He's had a year-long U.S. title reign. He's won the Royal Rumble. He's won the WWE Championship on numerous occasions. Cody Rhodes has become the man over the years, and Brock Lesnar hates it. And now Lesnar are going to show that he's the man towards Rhodes. Give it a send to the corner, but Rhodes able to fire back on him. Down for a pin here. As, Brock able to kick out of one early. Big right by the Beast. Elbow there by Rhodes. And now, able to send Brock for a ride with a reverse atomic drop, and then a classic strike there by Rhodes. Cody got him up. Look at the strength of Rhodes! Lifting up 295 pounds of Brock Lesnar. Cody Rhodes! Thinking drop kick off the springboard, but Lesnar was waiting in the wings for Rhodes to crash and burn. Double axe handle right to the back of the neck as Lesnar drives the knee to the side of the skull, just doing some damage to Cody Rhodes here. As the Beast Incarnate takes his time to gloat, but look at Rhodes back in the ring, but Rhodes able to catch him with that boot, able to duck the lariat there, but Lesnar still got him. Sent him off the ropes with the lariat. Caught him, German, no! Rhodes able to block the German suplex. And cross-jacket DDT. Able to avoid a patented move from Brock, the German suplex, plunging him with that DDT. Rhodes against springboard, but too late! Lesnar got back in the ring just in the nick of time. Rhodes with the crow there, but now he's back in the ring, but Lesnar. I don't think he got all of that clothesline, but Rhodes. Shot to the spine. Cody is very defiant against the Beast here, showing that he is not the same guy from the last 3 years. Lesnar able to get the ropes. Lesnar being away from the ring, being away from the WWE from the last year and a half, Mike did something to his psyche. He's not the same as we saw him before. Does not look like the fun-loving farm boy from Minnesota, now Saskatchewan. Oh wait! German suplex from Lesnar. He's a cold-hearted, ruthless SOB is what he is. But Rhodes, able to block, got him downstairs, thinking pennant. No, Lesnar, able to block the pedigree. Refusing to have his pedigree checked, did the Beast Incarnate. But now, thinking scoop, no, Lesnar got countered. DDT by Rhodes. Lesnar able to trip Cody. Leg sweep for him in the face, but Cody able to kick out. He had the power out there. And now a lariat by Rhodes. And a springboard moonsault for good measure. And the American Nightmare's fired up. They're going to go for the Cody Cutter. Can Cody Rhodes get the win? Taking too much time. Cody Cutter lands on the Lesnar. But it's Lesnar that kicks out at 2. Brock crawling towards the corner, trying to get up to his feet. Trying to find his bearings here. The Rhodes right there for the picking. Wicked rights knocking Lesnar down. Cody's in control. Brock Lesnar is on defense mode. Rhodes on offense. Oh, the crossroads. Lesnar's down, but is he out? No, 2 count. Brock Lesnar is a tough man to beat. And again, another German just folded him like an accordion. Good grief. He just folded a human being, landing on his neck. Trying to beat him down, but Rhodes again stands tall. Springboard, disaster kick! Cody Rhodes is taking all of his anger from Lesnar, attacking him a few weeks ago. Brock, again, has not been able to find his bearings. Cody Rhodes, once again, Crossroads! Brock is busted open! Crossroads! Cody Rhodes beats Lesnar! And Lesnar's pissed off! And then, oh my God, he just struck the referee! Let's take it back to SmackDown. Previously, when Nia Jax and Roxanne Perez, for whatever reason, assaulted Stephanie Vaquer backstage, and then it wasn't done there. They continued to attack another superstar named Julia when Candice LeRae got involved, making it seem like she was there to help Julia, but she was there to assist the tag team champions, which led for Julia and Vaquer to come together. And especially after what happened on SmackDown this past week in Richmond, Virginia, where Candice LeRae had a steel chair in hand after defeating Stephanie Vaquer with Roxanne by her side, but luckily Julia came in for the save and prevented the attack once again. That's why they square off tonight here at Survivor Series. Julia and Stephanie versus Roxanne and Nia for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. That all goes down tonight, live at Survivor Series. One ovation for La Primera and Stephanie Vaquer. As Stephanie Vaquer is out for revenge here tonight, with one common goal with her partner in Julia. Take out Roxanne Perez and Nia. Take away the one thing that means the most to them after regaining the championship from Liv Morgan and Raquel and Rodriguez, winning the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Things are starting to shape up here in Universe mode, gearing up for Season 12 in 2K26. Will that woman walk into Season 12 as one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions? And there comes her partner, the beautiful madness in Julia. Both Stephanie Vaquer and Julia are world-renowned talent, now signed with the WWE, only been a part of SmackDown within this season over the last few months, debuted back in the summer after Bad Blood, going into Bash in Berlin. That's when Vaquer and Julia both stepped in. Both tried to compete and try to chase after singles gold early, but it didn't work out. Now tonight, with a common threat in their sights, tonight, Julia and Vaquer, the beautiful Madness and La Primera, both are vying to become Tag Team Champions. Can they stop the dominant duo of Roxanne and Nia? Here we go. Looks like the champions are going to make their entrance separate here on this special occasion here at Survivor Series as Roxanne Perez makes her way down the aisle. Roxanne Perez has been very, very aggressive ever since she joined with Nia Jax by her side able to win the tag team titles 3 times in her career. Won the World Tag Team Championship with Nia Jax against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Then went on to win the unification match against Becky Lynch and Laura Valkyria. Then went on to win the rematch against Liv Morgan and Raquel in Detroit on Raw. So now, in their 3rd title reign as tag team champions, they're going to be more aggressive, they're going to be more dominant than ever before. But they're taking on a makeshift tag team in Valkyria and Julia. How things will fare tonight? As here comes the irresistible force. Here comes Nia Jax. Nia Jax, a woman who's accomplished so little but been in Universe mode for so long. She's the first women's Royal Rumble winner back in 2K19. Then went on to only win the women's tag team titles with Roxanne Perez over the last few months this season. Nia Jax has been able to find her footing as a tag team champion and has been reigning as such very well. But tonight, Nia and Roxanne meet an interesting duo in Valkyria and Julia. All for the women's WWE Tag Team Championships. Will we see new champions? Or will the champions and Roxanne and Nia retain here tonight? Ticket to Alicia Taylor.
The contest is a tag team match scheduled for 1 fall and is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Stephanie Valkyrie and Julia. And their opponents, the team of Roxanne Perez and Nia Jax.
WWE Women's Tag Team Championships up for grabs at another premium live event. Here we go. Roxanne and Stephanie starting off this match. And right out the gate, lariat by Roxanne. And Julia with a cheap shot. Gotta call like I see it. But a revenge shot nonetheless by Julia. And Valkyria able to take advantage, sending her into her own corner and jabbed her with that forearm. And now, Valkyria with a sidewalk backbreaker on to Roxanne Perez. Oof. Double foot stomp to the face and a leg drop to boot. Big overhand chop and a Valkyria. They're going to dominate early on. The strikes and the lariat to follow. Valkyria now cross body able to land on the Roxanne. And a double foot stomp for good measure in the face and a knee drop as well. As Stephanie, yanking Roxanne up and dragging her down. Fujiwara armbar locked in on the outside. Submission will not be a factor if Roxanne submitted outside, but nonetheless escaped out of the hole with a head scissors. Got back in the ring by the count of 6. Valkyria by the count of 7. And we're back to square one. Elbow to the face there. Waist lock by Roxanne. Got her. Inverted neck breaker there by Roxanne. And now a tag is made to the irresistible force. Stephanie was trying to measure Nia Jax there. Nia able to take her down. Valkyria turns it. Nia was able to counter, but no. Valkyria was able to kick, but back in control is the tag team champions. Going up the ropes. Oh my God, big elbow. Right to the abdomen of Fakir. And now Nia. Oh, thinking drop kick, but Stephanie got out of dodge. But the strength of Nia coming into play. But oh, no! Eat the feet by Stephanie. Overhead chop. Caught her with an elbow, but Nia pushes her off. Oh my God. And just runs right into her. Tag made to Roxanne. Stephanie crawling. Julia kissing. Oh no. She was just about to crawl and make the tag, but Roxanne up top. Picture perfect moonsault lands. Julia's in the ring to make the save. Uh-oh, not good here. Nia got the tag. Stephanie's reeling. But Nia. Oof. Setting her up. Full head of steam. Oh! Attack in the head and neck. Does the champion and Nia Jax, but the challenger Vakir able to kick back. But every time Stephanie tries to grab Nia Jax, it does not work in her favor. Nia just shoving and overpowering Stephanie. Big scoop slam. Nia Jax mocking the crowd here in Jacksonville, but Stephanie crawling, makes the tag. Here comes Julia. Punch strike by Julia. Holding her own. Got her down. Figure four. Figure four applied, but Nia Jax overwhelms Julia. Able to put the pressure under the challenger. Kick to the midsection. Strike, but Nia, big boot, able to block it and knocked her down. Oh my God, just picked her up to clobber her. And now Nia taking a breather on the outside perhaps. But look at Julia. Trying to chase after Nia, but Nia sends her back in the ring. Able to avoid that one. She sidestepped. Julia picking her spots, elbow after elbow. Drop kick to the spine. Well calculated there by Julia. And now tag made. Stephanie Vakir. Oh, Julia got caught. Nia on the outside. Nia with a hip attack. And then, Vakir sent back in the ring. And sent back in the ring is Julia as well. Oh, but Stephanie. Stephanie! SVP! Able to lay down the Nia, but Roxanne's right there. Roxanne was right there for the picking to make the save. Figure four neck lock. And Nia able to roll over. Able to backstep, but Nia had her in her grasp, but Fakir fights through. Stephanie with a snapmare. Gets her in the corner. Tag made. Here comes Julia once again here. Oh. Kick to the midsection, got the arm. And Nia Jax overwhelmed to the forearm. And oh my God! Nia runs right into a headbutt by Julia. Cover to win the gold. No, 2 count. I don't know if Julia could get Nia Jax up for that Arrivederci, but Nia makes a tag. Here comes Roxanne Perez. Fakir prematurely went for a drop kick. German by Roxanne and a kick out of the bridge. This has been a very competitive match, to say the least. Handspring and a roll over face first goes Fakir, And now Perez on the outside. The Prodigy, they're gonna strike! Caught it with that drop kick. Kick to the midsection. Oh no, Impaler DDT on the outside. Fakir got up to her feet. And Roxanne taking her out for good. The count of 5. Count of 6. Fakir sent ringside. Roxanne back in the ring, mocking the challenger. She sees Stephanie getting back up to her feet. I'm sure she would have beat the count. It was at 8. But Roxanne able to beat her to the punch with that Russian leg sweep. Sends her back in the ring. Roxanne up top. Looking to fly. Meteora able to land its mark. Goes for the cover, but Julia right there. Not looking to let that opportunity slip her by to save her partner in this match. Not looking to spoil the chance of getting payback. All for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Stephanie Fakir, crossface locked in. Roxanne's in trouble. Nia's trying to save her, but it's too late. Roxanne taps. We got new tag team champions.
Here are your winners in the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. The team of Stephanie Fakir and Julia.
An unknown tag team able to come together and put away a common enemy to win the tag team titles. Stephanie Fakir and Julia. Our next premium live event is the Royal Rumble, live in Chicago, Illinois, in the United Center, as the Royal Rumble will be the final premium live event in WWE 2K25 as we head towards Season 12 in WWE 2K26. Don't miss the Royal Rumble. Oh, wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Howdy making his presence known early here at Survivor Series here tonight. Uncle Howdy, with no interference by the White Six, are allowed. All banned from ringside. Taking on Penta. For the Men's Intercontinental Championship. Zero fear in Penta. And tonight, it's Penta who's looking to put away the Wyatt Six once and for all as Penta meets Uncle Howdy in a rematch from No Mercy here at Survivor Series for the Men's Intercontinental Championship. Penta has defeated Uncle Howdy at No Mercy, then defeated Joe Casey on SmackDown in Baltimore, then defeated Eric Rowan on SmackDown this past week in Richmond, Virginia, which led to the White Six being banned from ringside. No interference allowed on the White Six. The question is, will they keep their word? The Men's Intercontinental Championship on the line here tonight. Penta defends against Uncle Howdy as we take it to Alicia Taylor for this upcoming championship bout.
Introducing the challenger from parts unknown, weighing in at 234 pounds, Uncle Howdy. And his opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos,
going to be a very interesting night for Penta. His first title defense here tonight against Uncle Howdy, the man he first won the championship from. But will his first title defense be his last, is the question. Well, Uncle Howdy proved that Penta's win was a fluke at No Mercy. And oh, right off the gate, Uncle Howdy tried to launch himself with a crossbody, able to duck that Penta. And now trying to direct traffic, but elbow after elbow by Howdy. Now sending the champion into the corner. Back elbow there by Howdy. Just driving the boot right to the throat. As Penta in a bad spot in the early going. But it may seem that the experience factor might not be a factor for Penta, who's been in the game a lot longer than Uncle Howdy. But then again, oh my God! Howdy not afraid to take massive risk like that. Double underhook suplex off the top. And now, double, elbow off the skull, off the second rope, able to kick out. Got him up on his shoulders. Fireman's carry, setting him up. Snake eyes. And now just driving the boot right to the throat. As Uncle Howdy went out for a breather, got back in the ring. Oh! Takes down Penta. As Howdy who loves to be in control. Oh, wow! What a power slam. Able to take down Penta. Not enough. And now, Penta's in trouble. Uncle Howdy, that neck breaker off the top rope. And now Howdy, is he thinking, I thought he was going to go for the mandible claw. But whatever he had in mind, Penta was able to avoid. Hit him with the knee, but the Irish whip off the ropes, and oh my God! Like a freight train, Uncle Howdy knocking Penta down. With such velocity and impact. Good grief. He's trying to wear down Penta. Off the ropes here. Tried to go for a flip, but couldn't work out there. It did not work out for the challenger. Penta, sling blade, and no! Thinking springboard leg drop, but Howdy avoided. Sends him off the ropes, and again, and then a power slam. Cover, hook of the leg, lateral press, shoulders are down to 2. Forearm in the face, Penta looking to rally, the Intercontinental Champ, fire it up here, sling blade. How did they gonna go for that submission perhaps? Or, no, the sacrifice! Sacrifice to the arm. Is it enough? Howdy showing that no matter how much pain you inflict, he has a lot more left in him. Caught him with that knee, kick to the midsection. Oh my God, no! Pile driver! He just hit him with Fear Factor! And Penta kicked out of his own move! Oh my God, and Howdy again! Tries to remain in control. Penta refusing to die. Trying to reveal the mask, or just rake the eyes. Irish whip, turn around, sent to the barricade, arm first. Oh, caught him with a spear, and Uncle Howdy. Oh no, Howdy up top. What the hell's that crazy bastard they're gonna do here? Up the top to the floor. Double axe handle. Uncle Howdy, Irish Whip, and Penta. Once again, sent him by the barricade. Penta got him here. Oh my God! Powerbomb right to the knee. Just tossed Howdy to the side and now breaks the count. Meets Howdy back outside the ring. Got him up here. Fireman's carry. Dead Valley driver. Good grief. There's Penta. Trying to build momentum, but he saw Uncle Howdy ready to strike. Caught him with the chop, blocked. Penta. Oh! Bell of the back driver on the floor. I'm gonna jack up the neck of Howdy there, but then again, don't know this. We don't know what this being is capable of how much pain really it must take. Count of 7. Count of 8. Penta can win by a count out. Retain here. Penta up top. Where's Howdy going? And Penta. I think Howdy was going to accept the loss, and Penta refused. If Penta wants to win, he wants to do it the right way. In the ring. 1, 2, 3. Especially in this first title defense. Up he goes, but Howdy catches him with a super kick. Forward in the face off the kick. And still able to kick out did Penta. Choke slam. No. Block the boot. Double leg. Grab the other leg. Single leg. Boston crab. If Penta submits, we have a new... No, never mind. Got off the hold. Sent him up the rope. Stucks it. Penta thinking sling blade perhaps. Oh, got caught with an STO. This has been very competitive back and forth. But no doubt, no love lost between these two. Kick to the midsection. Penta. Penta! Oh, the fear factor! Fear factor! Leg is hooked! No, not enough to retain! You gotta be kidding me! He ate it once and no mercy! Not tonight! In Uncle Howdy! Oh no! He got him! Mandible claw! Mandible claw! That's it! Mandible claw! New champion! Oh! Penta survives! Somehow the champion lives! Oh no, look at Howdy! Howdy! Foot on the ropes! Foot on the ropes! Able to kick out the Penta! Kick to the midsection. Penta! Driver! Takes off the glove. One more time, says Penta. Penta! Driver! For good measure! Penta retains! What a battle!
Here is your winner, and still the men's Intercontinental Champion,
Penta retains the Intercontinental Championship in his first championship defense. And now, he gets to celebrate as the men's Intercontinental Champion here tonight at Survivor Series. Another night for Penta with a win under his belt. Maybe now Penta can look past the Wyatt Six. He's beaten Casey, he's beaten Rowan, and he's beaten Howdy twice for that Intercontinental Championship. the epitome of zero fear. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the WWE Women's Championship is on the line as the Storm challenges the EST Jade Cargill versus the champion Bianca Belair.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As Jade Cargill walks in home territory, so to speak. Cargill in her home state of Florida. Here at Survivor Series in Jacksonville, Florida, in Everbank Stadium, where it all began for Jade Cargill here in Jacksonville. Started her wrestling journey here. At one point she was undefeated. Then she came to the WWE. Won her first championship, the NXT UK Women's title here in Universe in 2K22. Then went on to win the Women's Television Championship in Miami, Florida at Night of Champions, a SmackDown exclusive event. Went on to have a dominant reign. Went on to win the Intercontinental Championship. Gave that up for a shot here tonight at Survivor Series. Jade Cargill is ready. She believes she's at the level of the EST. My God! What an ovation for the WWE Women's Champion, who's been on a dominant roll ever since she defeated Rhea Ripley on the SmackDown before Elimination Chamber. Bianca Belair has been unstoppable. Survived Fatal 4-Way Elimination match at WrestleMania. Survived Rhea Ripley at Bad Blood. Defeated Vakir at Bash in Berlin. Defeated Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam. And defeated Charlotte Flair in the Iron Woman match on SmackDown in Baltimore, Maryland a few weeks ago. Now tonight, got Jade Cargill in her sights. Can the EST be stopped? Only one person has that answer. We're gonna find out in moments.
Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Jade Cargill. And her opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, the WWE Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
Great scene here, all women in the ring, from the ring announcer to the referee to the competitors here at Survivor Series. All for the WWE Women's Championship. Here we go. Right off the gate, that kick right to the midsection by Belair gave her the opening for the fall-away slam. But the big right to the abdomen by Jade, and a big right, but Bianca ate it, fires back with a form of her own. And a forearm in the right, and now big spine buster. Spine buster, then the kick to the spine, and now Belair, deadlift coverage powerbomb. Is that enough? No. Able to kick before the referee can even count. And now Belair, building momentum. Oh! Thinking splash, but Jade had her knees up. And a spear. Jade in the cover, up the spear. Hook of the leg, lateral. Oh, showed up at 1. To the stump of her head, but Bella caught her right in the abdomen with an elbow by Jade. Jade Cargill got her up. Fireman's carry. Side slam. Saw that on SmackDown when she took on Zoe Stark. Oof. Big stomp right to the back of the head of the champion. Things are not looking good for the EST. Send her off the ropes. Ducks under. No, caught her with a knee. And oh my God! Pounce by Jade. Period. Good grief. Oof. Big kick by Belair. Caught her with her pin. Is it enough? No. Jade turns it. Jade turns it. But Belair turns it back. No. A 1 count each. Oh, and Belair caught her with a spear of her own. Holy hell. Very aggressive matchup to say the least. Hitting each other with their best shots, trying to outdo one another. Gorilla press slam by Belair and a shooting star. Combination of moves by the champion. And not enough again. Jade able to kick. Powers out at 1. Off of that combination. Normally Belair would have got a 2, but Jade, my God. Jade might be a different level of a competitor that Belair is not used to. Jade was sticking high. Belair caught her low with that double leg. Got the arm. Sticking submission perhaps. Jade. Oh. Able to fight it. And now it's Jade. Got her up here. Torture rack. Belair counters. Able to counter the torture rack. Series of strikes and a shoulder tackle. Belair is not backing down to the challenger. Clothesline after clothesline after clothesline. Jade up to her feet in the corner. Belair rams her shoulder right into the gut. And oh! That stomp right to the chest of Jade. Belair now looking to go for it. Glam slam. Oh my God! Face first goes Jade. The challenger's reeling. The champion on offense. KOD. KOD isn't enough to retain. No! Jade able to kick out. Sounds like the crowd is booing. Sounds like the fans are behind Bianca here. And some more against Jade here tonight. Oh my God. Deadlift power bomb planning Bianca Belair's opponent in Jade Cargill. Oh. Big drop kick there by Bianca. Count of 5. Elbow after elbow. And now it's Jade setting her right by the barricade. But again, Bianca Belair has the advantage as far as champion's advantage goes. Jade calling her for get back in the ring. Missed the kick to Belair. Jade Cargill got it from behind. Belair shaking her head no, but she got caught. The champion might be jaded. Can Jade win the title for the first time in her career? No! This is the first time these two are meeting, and my God, what a matchup! Oh, what a powerbomb! Jade Cargill, obviously furious that Belair kicked out of Jaded, but then again, that says a lot about the champion, and why she is who she is, and why she's where she's at. Went out for a breather, got caught, back in the ring, choke slam! What authority, nonetheless! And now Jade Cargill, big boot, down goes Belair. And the champion, oh, I didn't know she's busted open. I didn't know that Jade's busted open. Belair, oh, spear! Caught her with the spear. Jade back in the ring. Bianca now. Oh, trying to go for a power slam, but no. Jade able to get out of the position and caught her with a top block. This has been a hell of a WWE Women's Championship match. My God. Jade Cargill got her up. Oh my God. Rush right power bomb. Oh, and the EST still in it. Good grief. And now Jade still on the attack. Drives the knee right to the face of Belair. Oh, trying to summon off the ropes. Oh, caught her. Pump kick. Belair bumped into the referee by accident. Off the Irish whip. Caught her with the pump kick. The Jade. The champion's reeling. Bianca's in trouble. Jade. Jaded. She got jaded on the Belair. Hook on a leg. And still able to kick out the Belair. But Jade's not relenting. She said, all right, you want to kick out? I'll give you another. Jaded. Jaded to Belair. We have a new women's champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill.
The EST was not able to overcome the storm of a new champion in Jade Cargill. Make sure you click the subscribe button and the notification bell where you never miss a video from this channel. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, for the men's 3-on-3 Tornado Elimination Tag Match, Team Solo versus Team Usos. Ilya Dragunov and the Usos against Solo Sikoa and Imperium here tonight. As here comes the WWE European Champion in Solo Sikoa. Not getting loved here tonight in Jacksonville.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, the WWE European Champion, Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa orchestrated the MFTs to attack the Usos all the way back on the Monday Night Raw episode in MetLife Stadium. Then it led to No Mercy, where the Usos retained the World Tag Titles against Tama Tonga Tangaloa. Then the Usos in the Raw after No Mercy set their sights on the Nightman right there, Solo Sikoa. Solo said, you want me, you got me, but you just gotta find a partner. I find two more for Survivor Series, and luckily Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser was able to step in for Solo, and Ilya Dragunov was able to step in for the Usos. So let's see how things will fare tonight. Will Solo Sikoa upset his brothers here tonight at Survivor Series, defeating the World Tag Team Champions? Or will the Usos get revenge on their younger brother in Solo? As ladies and gentlemen, Ludwig Kaiser's at ringside. So you know who we're waiting for. The Ring General, Gunther. A man who's looking to get revenge of his own.
From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
The ring general makes his way towards the battlefield known as the Squared Circle here at Survivor Series, which he claims to be sacred to this great sport. And yet, it's Gunther who has yet to show sportsmanship when losing to his former pupil of Imperium in Ilya Dragunov here in this Universe mode. He lost to Ilya Dragunov at SummerSlam in a one-on-one match. Then, on the Raw before Survivor Series this past week, it was Gunther fall short to a count-out loss to Ilya Dragunov. Will that be a factor in the mind games? Will that play a factor to Gunther's game plan for this match tonight? Here we go, Imperium and Solo Sikoa.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos!
Jimmy and Jay the Usos making their way down the aisle. Got their eyes on Solo Sikoa here tonight in this 3-on-3 matchup. Usos has been through a lot over the last few months, ever since winning the World Tag titles from Booker T and RVD on Raw. And now, after defending the titles against Tama Tonga and Tongaloa No Mercy, they got this matchup here tonight. And then in San Juan, Puerto Rico, on Raw after Survivor Series, they gotta defend the World Tag titles against Motor City Machine Guns. A lot on their plate is the Usos. But you know what? They claim to be the greatest tag team champions of all time, and they're looking to prove it, especially here tonight. Just one more man. One more piece to this puzzle. As ladies and gentlemen, the Mad Dragon has been let loose. And he's ready to burn it all down here tonight.
And from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
This is a man who would love to see nothing more than the foundation of Imperium crumble before his feet in the Mad Dragon. Ilya Dragunov makes his way down the aisle, meeting with his comrades in the Usos to take on the threats in Solo Sikoa and Gunther and Kaiser. Here we go! Survivor Series 3-on-3 elimination match. No tags needed, just like the women in the opening match here tonight. Gunther with that double underhook, and Kaiser with a crossbody, landing on the Jimmy, who crashed into Gunther, covered by Kaiser with a kick at 2. And Jey Uso with a neckbreaker on the Gunther, and Solo after Ilya. And Ilya Dragunov, who would love to get a shot at the European Championship. And Solo not looking to waste any time, bringing in the chair. But Ilya able to roll through, kicking it out of his hands. But Solo, vertical suplex. Oh! Jey Uso with a yeet down on the Kaiser. Gunther and Jimmy going at it. Inverted DDT by Jey. And Gunther with the palm strikes, but Jey Uso with a kick, defending his brother. And Jimmy Uso thought about flying. Good grief. Back suplex by Solo. That table got involved there. Jimmy with a pump with a traffic cone. Solo shoulder first off the barricade. Again, a lot of bodies. But again, it all goes down in the ring as far as the elimination goes. Pinfall or submission. Big kick there by Jimmy to Gunther. Beating him with the traffic cone. Kaiser beating up Jey Uso. Dragunov and Solo in the ring. Big kick there by Jimmy. Solo driving his boot right to the throat of Dragunov. Missed the kick to Jimmy Uso. Solo able to sidestep and knock him down. Solo Sikoa, spinning Solo! Trying to pin Jimmy Uso, but Dragunov was right there to make the save. Double leg takedown. Jey Uso blocked the traffic cone and used it on the Gunther, but Kaiser right there. Solo Sikoa cover. 2 count. So much going on here, hard to keep up. Go! Gunther over the top to the outside, and Dragunov went flying after Solo, and then Jimmy Uso got caught. Enziguri by Dragunov. Steel chair, and oh my God! He hit his partner. I'm sure inadvertently he was trying to go after Gunther, but I guess sadly Jimmy Uso was collateral damage. Look at Kaiser with a light tube. Oh my God, a light tube and a stop sign on the Jimmy Uso, and Jey coming in. But look at Gunther, thinking powerbomb, but Dragunov turns it. Gunther's in trouble. Kaiser's in the ring, able to make the save in time. Oh my God, a blue thunder bomb by Dragunov. Spinning Solo by Solo Sikoa to Jimmy Uso. And Dragunov with the steel chair. Off the skull of Kaiser. Solo just knocked down Jimmy Uso, beating the hell out of his older brother. German suplex. Solo's going after Jey, but Dragunov with the Germans on the Kaiser. Onto the table. Solo. Oh, I think he thought about going after Dragunov. I don't think he realized Dragunov was in the ring. Oh, Dragunov was thinking Torpedo Moscow, but Gunther avoided. But luckily, Jimmy Uso's right there. And now Dragunov, H-bomb! Jimmy Uso wailing on Solo with the chair, hooking a leg up the H-bomb, and Gunther survives it too. Kaiser is in the ring. Dragunov wearing down Gunther. Jimmy fighting back against Kaiser. Kaiser, springboard. Got him with the crossbody. Dragunov with a running knee. But Kaiser from behind. Oh! Punched him right in his face. Oh, super kick lands by Jimmy. Back suplex to Jey on the outside by Solo. Super kick to Gunther. And now Jimmy going up. Uso splash! Dragunov takes care of Kaiser. Gunther's in trouble. Uso splash! None enough at 2. You gotta be kidding me. Cover again. Foot on the ropes. Foot on the ropes, but nonetheless, Gunther survives again. Cut him with a top elbow boot. And that backbreaker to follow. Solo! Thought about the spike, but Jey able to block. Look at Dragunov, plummet Kaiser. Not enough at 2. Solo having to fight all 3 momentarily now. Looks like they're going after Kaiser. And oh my, Jey Uso overshot in that attack there, but now they're gonna go after Solo. Jimmy Uso! Uso in the win on the outside. And it's Dragunov who crashes and burns to Gunther on the outside. Super kick to his own brother to Jey. Uso, they're gonna finish. Spear! And the European champion survives at 2. Oh, Gunther, belly to back driver on the J. And now it's Gunther with a German suplex onto the chair, I believe. Good grief. Jay in a bad spot against Gunther. Jimmy Uso went for a super kick. It was avoided. Kaiser with an air raid crash. And I look at Kaiser with the stop sign, trying to hit Jay with it. Now they're going to go after Jimmy, but Jimmy Uso right there to take advantage. Super kick, and again to the face and the back of the skull. And now Jimmy up top. Solo flies to Ilya, but couldn't get him. Jimmy with the splash. Dragunov. Oh, but Solo in the ring. Stopping the pin of Jimmy Uso. And now Gunther. Super hold. But Jimmy to make the save. Everything's intact. Kaiser eats a super kick. Solo takes Jay down. But look at Gunther's face. Oh! It's grinding on the top rope. Oh! And Jay from the top with the double axe on the Solo when he had the steel steps in hand. Gunther got knocked down. Jay Uso on Jimmy with a dive over the top to the outside. Even landed on his own brother. All hell is breaking loose in this match. They don't give a damn if they hit their own partners just to get at their opponents. Gunther's all alone in the ring. Jay's back up to his feet in the ring as well. Uso with a spear. But Kaiser, look at Kaiser, makes it in time. Oh, but Jay, he thought about another spear, but he overshot there prematurely, allowing Kaiser to take advantage. Torpedo Moscow by Dragunov, and Jimmy Uso prevents the pin of Kaiser. But Gunther in trouble, hook of the leg. Ilya Dragunov has pinned Gunther once again. Samoan spike by Solo on the J, but Dragunov right there to make the save. It's 3-on-2 now. Gunther has been eliminated by Dragunov. Again, Dragunov has pinned Gunther at a Premium Live event. Smashing the guitar on the Kaiser. Look at the blood all over the face of Dragunov. Oh, runs into a super kick to Kaiser. Eats another one. Oh, but Kaiser fights back. But Jay with the traffic cone. Exploder suplex on the Kaiser. Jay, oh no! Both Usos thought about diving on the Solo, and Solo avoided. But it was Dragunov that got him with the German suplex. And now just Kaiser getting tossed across ringside. Solo back in the ring. Jimmy as well with the traffic cone, but couldn't get him. Solo knocked it out of his hands. And now it's Solo. Snapmare takedown. And now Dragunov, oh, making it rain with that lariat. But it's Kaiser. Avoids Jey Uso. Solo's back in the ring. Face first off the apron. Oh my God, the sharp end of the stop sign hit the spine of Solo by Dragunov in the cover. Not enough to get an elimination there. Table set up outside the ring. This is looking bad. Oh, Kaiser blocks it. And now Solo sends Jimmy in the corner. Kaiser in the pin, but no. Off the rope, spear by Solo. And now Kaiser in the pin, but Solo, Samoan spike onto Jimmy. And in the cover, but Jay's in the cover as well. Oh, and Jimmy kicks out. But Kaiser turns it. Kaiser turns it. Kaiser turns. Jay's eliminated. We're down to a 2-on-2 now. 4 people left. Kaiser turning the pinning predicament into his favor. Oh, Jimmy outside the ring. Oh, and Dragunov eats the boot. Solo sent him in the corner. Oh my God! And Kaiser right there, assaulting Dragunov. Kaiser's been a hell of a hand, to say the least, in this match. And Solo giving a hell of a hand to Jimmy Uso right there. Up top goes the younger brother, the European champion, looking to fly with a headbutt. Jimmy's busted open, headbutt by Solo, and Jimmy Uso is eliminated. Solo has pinned his own brother. Kaiser's eliminated Jey Uso, and Dragunov is all alone. Dragunov is the only one that scored an elimination, pinning Gunther. But then again, a battered and bruised, bloody Dragunov. Oh, still have more left in the tank. Shoulder up at 2. Oh, and Solo with the stop sign and a headbutt. The revenge plans of the Usos might have backfired here tonight. Got him up on the shoulders. Samoan drop onto the chair. And now they're just ganging up on the Dragunov. That DDT, hook of the leg by Kaiser. And it still wasn't enough. It's Solo! He tried to dive, and Dragunov eats the boot. Oh, Dragunov turns it around. How was Dragunov still in it? Caught him with the elbow. But the Mad Dragon refusing to quit. And Kaiser with a right. But Solo got him up. Dragunov avoids, but Kaiser from behind. You gotta watch out for one and the other. Oh, big kick there by Kaiser. Sends Solo. Oh my God! He sent Solo down for Kaiser to hit him with the stop sign. Oh wait! Meeting of the minds by Dragunov. He thought about a German suplex. But now it's a Samoan drop for Dragunov. These two are not relenting in beating up Ilya Dragunov, but Dragunov refusing to quit despite the 2-on-1 disadvantage. Kaiser just watching Solo eat a powerbomb, and Dragunov with a torpedo Moscow. There's still life left in the Mad Dragon. Sends Kaiser off the barricade. Sends him right into the steps. Now they're going to go after the European champion. Dragunov might have things well in hand maybe at this moment in time. Oh! Solo eats a back fist, but right there Kaiser is back in the fray just to make the save. And oh, he tried again for a torpedo Moscow, but oh, stomped to the face. Solo, Samoan drop. And now Solo takes advantage. That's it. Dragunov had nothing left to give.
Here are your winners. The team of Solo Sikoa, Ludwig Kaiser, and Gunther.
A somber victory for Gunther, Kaiser, and Solo in the eyes of the crowd. But for them, they got their revenge that they were seeking for. Our next premium live event is the Royal Rumble, live in Chicago, Illinois, in the United Center, as the Royal Rumble will be the final premium live event in WWE 2K25 as we head towards Season 12 in WWE 2K26. Don't miss the Royal Rumble. Let's take it back to Monday Night Raw in Washington, D.C., when Naomi successfully won her match against Jada Parker. Then the Women's World Champion, Bayley, decided to steal the spotlight. Dropped Naomi from behind, bringing the spotlight onto her in Bayley. Then, on the last Raw this past week in Mobile, Alabama, Naomi was set to call out Bayley regarding that attack, and the Women's World Champion would make her presence known and attack Naomi once again. Hit her with the championship, dropped her with a DDT, and said, "You want? See me at Survivor Series, take your best shot." And while Naomi is planning to proceed with caution going into this match here tonight, the Women's World title is on the line. Bayley with a 1.5-year reign on the line against Naomi.
Is scheduled for one fall, and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Another woman in her home state of Florida makes her way at Survivor Series. A woman who's a two-time United States champion, the first ever women's tag team champion in Universe mode history, multiple-time world champion, and Naomi. How fitting for Naomi. Won her first championship in 2K16. Many years later, chasing after another shot at championship gold. Naomi, the last time competed one-on-one for the Women's Championship was 2K22 at Survivor Series, where she went one-on-one, toe-to-toe with the man, Becky Lynch, but sadly came up short that night. That's why tonight could be a special occasion for Naomi. Naomi has a lot of momentum on her side, especially coming off of a U.S. title run. Now has her eyes set on defeating and destroying the foundation of Damage Control, which is Bayley and her Women's World title reign. Oh my God! I gotta say, Bayley's gotta be the most hated woman on the entire WWE roster. Not hated because of the vile acts she's done, but because she's been reigning and dominant as the Women's World Champion for a 1.5 years now. She defeated Bianca Belair on Raw before ECW's One Night Stand. And ever since, she's been reigning supreme. Ladies and gentlemen, that was all the way back in 2K24. We're on the horizon of 2K26. And Bayley right now is having a similar title reign that we've seen out of the likes of Roman Reigns, out of the likes of Cody Rhodes. Bayley is one of those stars in Universe mode who's been reigning as champion for so long. It's hard to imagine all the competitors that Bayley has fought over the last year and a half. Will tonight be the downfall for the champion?
Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, the WWE Women's World Champion, Bayley.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is our semi-main event of the evening. Bayley defending the women's world title against Naomi here tonight. We've seen a lot of great action, but it all comes down between these two. As Bayley running after Naomi for a lariat, but Naomi avoided, caught her with a knee right to the jaw. As Bayley, they're going to work on Naomi here. Jawbreaker able to land. And now, you saw Naomi able to avoid. Now kicks right to the left leg of Bayley. Got the champion in position with a side Russian leg sweep. And Naomi with the rights all over the champion. Big kick after big kick. Oh! And a spinning heel kick at the end there. As Naomi has the champion right where she won her. Leg drop, able to land. That's the challenger who's been to the top of the mountain before. Springboard into a Hurricane Rana. But Bayley quickly turned it around into her favor. And now look at this, submission, rings of Saturn almost. Bayley with a submission hold applied. But Naomi got out the hold. Scoop, counter, lands on her feet into inverted DDT by the champion Bayley. Full head of steam running punt kick. And now you see Naomi on the apron. Bayley goes back in the ring. Now they're going to play around, but look at Naomi. Nice jackknife cover. Oh. Oh, big kick right to the jaw. But now Bayley got it from behind. Oh, STO takedown. Off the ropes and an elbow drop. The champion in control. Oh. Bayley almost mocked Naomi, and Naomi thought about a drop kick, but Bayley was not in range to land the move. Oh, nice arm drag by Bayley. Able to avoid. Caught her with a right, did Bayley now. Another raw model trying to strike against Naomi here. But the challenger refusing to quit, thinking review. But Bayley was able to backstep and avoid, but Naomi yanks her down. Big kick right to the face. Double axe missed. Both women just shot for shot, counter for counter. They know each other very well. But Naomi, caught her with a right springboard. That time connect with a drop kick. And now the challenger. They're going to build momentum perhaps, or maybe thought twice to bat it. Oh, caught her with a kick and another. Naomi thought twice about it, went back to the basics. Wicked kick right to the jaw. Able to rock the champion and a double axe to the spine. Attacking the left leg, did Bayley. And now Naomi got the champion. Able to send her back in the ring. Naomi is trying her best to weather the storm that is known as the leader of Damage Control in Bayley, but for being on top for a year and a half, it's hard to argue, it's hard to disagree. The hard work that Bayley's put in as champion. Caught her in position, belly to belly. Kick to the gut, setting her up, Rose plant. Naomi's in trouble. Bayley looking to retain the Women's World title. Rose plant, not enough for a win. The WWE Universe electric furnace match here. But it seems that it's Bayley who's in control. On the second rope. Oh, uppercut! Good grief! And Naomi, couldn't get the drop kick. And it's Bayley. Oh, what a Bayley plex. A suplex and a scoop variation. And still Bayley was able to land the move. Now got the challenger in the corner, but Naomi caught him with an elbow. And the rear view connects. The challenger could be on the verge of becoming the Women's World Champion. Naomi, full Nelson bomb. That's how she beat Jada Parker. Is it enough? Hook. No, Bayley able to power out of two. Naomi maybe thinking that full Nelson bomb once again. And yes, that full Nelson bomb for Naomi to win the title for the first time in years. Oh, and Bayley again withstands the maneuver at two. Kick after kick and swing and a miss from Naomi. Bayley looking to go for a pinning predicament. Got her down, hook to the leg. Could it too? No. We've seen surprises earlier tonight where superstars are able to counter each other's maneuvers and get the win. Bayley tried to do that there with that pinning predicament, but sadly not the case. Look at that platter like a rose. Rose plant onto Naomi. And the challenger's still alive. Bayley's at wit's end. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do to put away Naomi here? And now Bayley just on offense, beating up Naomi here. Just smashed her face onto the canvas. And now, face first off the apron. But she caught her with a kick that time. Naomi's trying to withstand against Bayley here. Look at Naomi trying to set her up. Drop kick to the spine. Now the champion's drilling. Naomi's on offense. Oh, but Bayley caught her with an elbow. And then Bayley got her belly to belly. Bayley to belly. And now, cap it off with a rose plant. Bayley looking to retain the Women's World. No! Somehow! Naomi's still in it! How is she surviving? I have no idea! But you cannot question the fortitude of Naomi! The resiliency beginning to show. Maybe Bayley should have proceeded with caution. Oh no, she did there! Bayley able to avoid the kick! And then caught her with the arm! Both women have been trying to play it safe. Both have been trying to pick each other's spots, if you will. But sadly, it just not worked out for Naomi. Bayley up the second rope. Double axe to the chest to retain. No! You can see the frustration beginning to build for Bayley here. What more can she... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Submission. And that's it. Naomi got to submit. Bayley retains.
WWE Women's World Champion, Bayley.
It almost felt like Naomi didn't have a chance. It felt like Bayley had her right in the proper position to get the win. Submission victory for Bayley nonetheless to retain her 1.5 year reign as Women's World Champion. Our next premium live event is the Royal Rumble, live in Chicago, Illinois, in the United Center, as the Royal Rumble will be the final premium live event in WWE 2K25 as we head towards Season 12 in WWE 2K26. Don't miss the Royal Rumble. Make sure you click the subscribe button and the notification bell where you never miss a video from this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our main event. John Cena defends the undisputed WWE Championship against the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
For the first time in his career, Jacob Fatu has a chance at immortality. As he has a chance, that man right there, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, could leave Jacksonville as WWE Champion. Jacob Fatu, a man who defeated Randy Orton and Roman Reigns to earn himself this spot in this match tonight. Fatu said it on SmackDown this past week in Richmond. He plans to bring the title home to his family. That Samoan dynasty. John Cena has mentioned he's fought members of Fatu's family in the past. Rikishi, The Rock, Roman Reigns. And he meets Fatu for the first time as well. Hell, even Cena has had wars with Umaga at one point as well. So you gotta keep that in mind. Fatu said, I'm not none of those guys you mentioned. And that statement kind of rings to be true because Fatu was known before he signed to the WWE. He was known all around the world before he signed here. And now, he takes on the champ. Because the champ is here at Survivor Series. The undisputed WWE Champion brought back the Spinner Championship on a special edition of Main Event in the Hammerstein Ballroom after Cena won the title at No Mercy. This is John Cena's second WWE Championship title defense here tonight. His first title defense was against CM Punk in Baltimore on SmackDown 3 weeks ago. Now tonight, for the first time in his career, he collides with the Samoan Werewolf. But will we see a new champion in Fatu, or will the champ still be here? Main event time, undisputed title on the line.
Introducing the challenger from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Almost sounded like Jacksonville is Cena country.
And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE Champion, the greatest of all time, John Cena.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is our main event here tonight on the Premium Live event. Live in Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. Jacob Fatu versus John Cena for the WWE title. We are on our 9th match of the night. Our main event is underway. Jessica Carr rings the bell. And right off the gate, both men thinking crossbody. And neither landed, if not almost a collision. And Cena with a cold red out of the blue. And Fatu withstands it early. And oh, Jacob, after kicking back against Cena, hit him with that headbutt. And oof, big right there by Fatu. And now just applying shoulder claws. Does Fatu under the champion. Applying pressure to Fatu then. Again, Jacob Fatu coming off of 2 major wins in his career so far. Defeated CM Punk in Toronto on SmackDown and defeated Roman Reigns and Randy Orton in a triple threat this past 2 weeks ago. And again, Fatu attacking the shoulders. Just draining the energy out of Cena. Fatu thought about flying, and then Cena able to avoid them. Oh, but Fatu recovered and caught him right on the jaw. Just throwing caution at the wind moments ago, and I Fatu. We're gonna have things well grounded, stomping on Cena. Now has him. Elbow after elbow. And Cena thinking drop kick, but Fatu avoids. As Jacob Fatu looking to remain in control here. The champion turns things around quickly. Cena working on that left leg. And that's for good reason. Figure 4. Cena worked on the left leg to lock in the figure 4 and Fatu saw it. Fatu recognized and got the hold quickly. Realizing that could be very detrimental for him in this match. Pop-up Samoan drop and a headbutt to follow. That's Fatu now. Oh my God, is he biting the hand of Cena? Good grief! Samoan Werewolf to a T, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! That leg sweep by Cena. He found an opening. Look at the strength of Cena at this stage of the game. Gut wrench! Suplex! And now the champ setting him up. You can't see me! Taking 5! Knuckle! Shuffle! Lands it! And now Cena thinking that's it. 5 knuckle shuffle for the win! Gotta do a lot more than that to put away Fatu. Send him off the ropes. Cena got him! Attitude adjustment! Jester by Cena. Fatu got the shoulder up. You gotta be kidding me. Fatu kicked out of the AA. And now, that kind of puts Cena back at the drawing board. What do I gotta do if the AA doesn't work? I mean, I know one move that might put Fatu away. Cena beat Punk with it on SmackDown a few weeks ago. The STF. That might be Cena's last move. That could put away Fatu, but then again, he did damage to the head and neck, and yet Fatu is still continuing to fight. He planted him on the apron. Fatu may be down and out so far, but we know the Samoa Werewolf loves to play possum. But look at Cena on the attack with a monkey flip. Referee Jessica Carr counted 2 here. Oh! Cena sending Fatu right to the steps, gut first. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed title on the line here. Oh! Running boot right to the face. Oh! Cena getting set into the barricade, and now Fatu realizing he cannot beat the champion outside. He's got to do it in the ring. Face first up the buckle. Cena caught him with an elbow. Cena thinking AA. Jacob caught him with a kick. Got him up. Fireman's carry. Oof. Look at Cena. Look at the power. Oh, the WWE champion with a powerbomb. And now John got him in the corner. What's he thinking here? Scoop. And a nice counter DDT by Fatu. Jacob on the apron. Looking to go up top. Can he land it? Yes! Big splash by Jacob. Is it enough for a new champion? No! Shut up at 2. Fatu. Oh! He had something in mind. Thinking springboard perhaps, and Cena able to avoid it. And now what's Cena thinking here? Turns Jacob over. Oh, caught him with a shin. Did Fatu and a senton. And now Jacob got Cena in the corner. Oh my God. You can see the welts all over Cena's body here. As Fatu looks to be unfazed. Cena looks to be damaged. Fatu, void of steam with a hip attack. He hit him with the hip attack, got Cena up top. Oh my God! Put Cena on top of that mantle just to knock him down. And Fatu with a tope on Cena. We could be on the verge of a new WWE champion here. Fatu sends Cena back in the ring. Jacob goes up top. Fly Swanton Bomb. We have a new champion. And Fatu and Cena refusing to quit. Fatu got him. Swinging side slam. Jacob now. Oof. Big kick right to the chest. Cena's down. Fatu handspring. Moonsault. Handspring into the moonsault. Oh, barely a 2 there. How is Cena still in it with all the welts all over his body? Cena is beaten up, but he refuses to quit. Missed the right, but Fatu got him. Swinging side slam. The Samoan Werewolf can smell that the end is near for the WWE Champion. Samoan drop. Fatu on the second rope. Diving headbutt avoided. And Cena with a boot. And now Cena got him here. Scoop and a slam. And now John Cena on top, waiting for Fatu. Oh, he caught him with that classic leg drop. Cena, vintage Cena of the leg drop. And Jacob Fatu refusing to quit as well. Neither SOB willing to say die here tonight. As Jacob Fatu is in deep trouble. Cena, STF. He got the STF in, but he realized Fatu. It might not work with Fatu, especially knowing that you have to choke him out to get the job done. And for Cena, he realized he does not have that much energy left to apply the STF, especially for a long amount of time. But you notice after Cena applied the STF, he stayed on the attack. Cena has Fatu planting him in the corner. Cena sends him off the ropes, ducks it. Oh wait! Oh! Turned him inside out! And now John Cena, momentum! Oh! Attacking the head and neck. Fatu is reeling. Cena might have found the opening! Attitude adjustment! John Cena retains the WWE Championship!
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Champion, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, good night everybody from Survivor Series. John Cena is still the champ!